my fellow Americans. I've always wanted to say that. Sounds kind of fancy. Not American, for the record. But this is a State of the Union address because there's a lot of questions going around. Is Kindle publishing dead? Is it all over? Has everyone stopped making money? The answer is no. Some of us are still making money. But some things have changed, and that's what I want to talk about in this video. In case you don't know who I am, it's Ollie from El-Gorr.com and doubleyourkindlesales.com. So without further ado, let's get into it. What has changed? Well, the first thing is there are no ranking guarantees anymore, and I think this is what a lot of people are struggling with right now. If you don't know what I'm talking about, up until probably late last year, I would guess, the strategy was you upload a book in a particular keyword, and because of the way Amazon's algorithm worked, your book would be on the first page for maybe 30, 60, 90 days. And you would make the bulk of your sales in that initial period because Amazon would boost your book up because it was new. That doesn't really happen anymore. Your book isn't always guaranteed to end up on the first page. Sometimes it can end up on page 4, 5, 6. So, you don't get that initial sales volume. And this leads me nicely onto my next point. Review swaps are less effective than they've ever been. In the latest round of review sweeps, Amazon removed a lot of people's reviews. I saw some people were complaining they'd lost 90% of their reviews on their books. I myself lost a lot of organic reviews. So it's not just a case of Amazon knows that you are review swapping, it's a case of Amazon is just sweeping all reviews without rhyme or reason. So you can't really rely on review swaps to sustain your business anymore. There are things you can do instead, which I'm going to talk about later on in this video. But if you're solely relying on review swaps for your business, then you're not going to have a good time. You're not going to have a good time going forward. Third thing, this has been talked about quite often, but I thought I'd reiterate it. Yeah, a little cookie cutter, 5,000, 6,000 word beginner's guide to weight loss books. The books where there's already like 100 of them on Amazon, not going to sell anymore. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to say that certain niches are saturated, because I think that's not the case at all. I think you can still make a lot of money in any niche. That's even the big ones, including, weight loss, self-help, make money online. These niches have been popular for 100 years. No one's going to stop buying weight loss books. No one's going to stop buying books that teach them how to get rich. It's just never going to happen. What is going to stop is, people buying 25-page pamphlets on Amazon from random authors titled "How to Make Money on Amazon" or "How to Lose Weight" or "How to Lose Weight with the Keto Diet." Those kind of books aren't going to sell. The fourth thing that's changed is you can no longer solely rely on organic traffic for your business. This has a little bit to do with the first point I made, the ranking guarantee thing. Up until the end of last year, you didn't really have to utilize AMS ads to get the most money in your business. But now, as I'm going to explain later on, it's not an option anymore. You have to use paid traffic. But the good thing is, Amazon paid traffic is still very cheap. Not a lot of authors are utilizing AMS ads, and therefore, for a lot of keywords, it's still very cheap to drive traffic to your books. And if you have high-priced paperback books, which is something I've always recommended, you can still make a huge ROI using paid traffic. If your cost per click for certain keywords is only 7 or 8 cents, and your book is selling for $19.95, you're making like $10 royalties per book. That's a lot of traffic you can drive. So you can make a lot of money still, but you cannot solely rely on organic traffic. So now I've given you the doom and gloom and publishing's dead. Let's move on to the good stuff. Let's move on to what we can do going forward to make a lot of money on Amazon. First thing is, with whatever niche you're in, just keep niching down even further. Every single book you publish has to have a unique appeal. You cannot just become the 50th beginner's guide to keto diet. It doesn't work. It's not going to work anymore. It may have worked in the past. People may have made a lot of money with that in the past, but it's not going to work anymore. There are too many terrible books on Amazon. There aren't too many books, but there are too many terrible books. So if you're going to publish terrible books, people aren't going to buy them. What I said before, you have to utilize paid traffic now. Not an option anymore. If you want to make serious money, you have to be willing to spend a little bit of money to get there. Like I said, paid traffic isn't going to eat that much into your profit margin. Amazon traffic is still very cheap. I wouldn't use any other sources of paid traffic. Like I wouldn't use Facebook ads or Google AdWords for Kindle books. Unless, moving smoothly on to my third point, unless you have an email list. This is your ticket to the big time. This is what you can use to scale your income significantly as we go forward. If you don't have an email list, I suggest you stop whatever you're doing today and build one. Put some opt-ins in your book and start building your email list. Once you've built your email list, you actually have to use it, because in one of the Facebook groups I'm in, I saw a guy a few weeks ago. He said, I have a list of 10,000 people. How do I make money with it? I was thinking, 10,000? How do you have 10,000 people and you're not using it? Surely at some point you would have thought, got 10,000 hungry customers here. What should I do to sell them things? You have to use your email list. If you're sending one email a day, sorry, not one email a day. If you're sending one email a month, then you're not going to make any money. If you're sending one email a month and that email is titled, "Did you get my new book yet?" No, it's not going to work. You have to email people more frequently than that. You have to send different content apart from just a link to your book. If you want to know how to do that, in my Double Your Kindle Sales course, I have an in-depth email marketing module specifically for self-publishers about how they can make the most from their email list. But this is your ticket. This is your ticket to the big time. This is how you can make a lot of money, both on Amazon and off of Amazon going forward. Off of Amazon, leading me nicely onto my final point. Diversify your income outside of Amazon. Because a lot of people who made significant amounts of money in 2014, 2015, but are no longer working in the Kindle space, a lot of that is because they just couldn't adapt to the changes. A lot of that is because they didn't diversify their incomes outside of Amazon. Some of them did have their accounts banned. That is true. Amazon can ban your account at any time for any reason they want. It is a privately owned platform. They don't really owe you anything. I'm going to be making another video about this tomorrow with a specific case study of people being banned from third-party platforms. And if you're relying solely on a third-party platform for your income, in this case Amazon, then your business isn't on solid ground. You need to diversify your income. You should have more than one source of income. Preferably you should own your own media. By that I mean you should own your customers. You should have your own website. You should have your own email list. If you have an email list, back it up. Your autoresponder can do this. You can download them into an Excel spreadsheet. But back up your email list frequently. But diversify your income outside of Amazon, because it's like anything. It's adapting and surviving. Multiple streams of income that you own. That is the way you can make a lot of money. Because Kindle publishing isn't dead. You can still make significant amounts of money with it. but you will have to adapt going forward. And if you would like to know how to adapt, go to the link in the description. I'll also have a link up here. My website, el-gorr.com, el-gorr.com. And I'll have a link in there to my free 7 Deadly Self-Publishing Sins ebook. And that will show you 7 common mistakes I see publishers make and how you can avoid them. How do you end a State of the Union address? God bless America? I don't know. Maybe I'll have to watch some State of the Union addresses after this, but thank you for watching.